Hello, my mic is on now. Okay. Sorry about that. I've been talking and I didn't see that it wasn't really registering. The setup, I'm telling you, I need to get a different one. Or maybe like a different mic or something. I don't know. Um, but yes, thank you for everyone who just followed and we are two away from 100 followers. That's pretty epic. I didn't think it would get that far. Few more viewers and might make affiliate one of these days. Hey. Um, I do have some time where I'm not going to be online. That's in 2 weekends. So next weekend I'll be on. Yeah. Sorry about that. The microphone was off or just didn't want to connect and I had to fidget with it. So sorry about that. All right. There we go. Boot up the game. Hopefully that works. There's times where this is a brand new computer, but there's been new updates and such to Windows that I have a feeling it's kind of messing with it a bit. So it tends to act wonky unless I keep resetting it. So, all right, let's go. We are doing some mechagnome quests. They're almost at the end of that. Oh, it's not loaded yet. Gotta wait for Questy to load up. But we're almost done with that. And then we're probably gonna move on either to Tuskarr or the Blue Dragon Flight. Either one is good. We're good now? We're up? Okay. Very good. Got a lot of stuff to do out here. We're only like 39% done with Borean Tundra, mind you. The first area is kind of long, so, but interesting, especially when we get to the Blue Dragonfly. It's a pretty long quest, but really interesting. This is before we have to deal with Deathwing. So while Netherian was doing his thing for many centuries, this is the first time that we actually have to deal with it firsthand, but it's the blue aspect. Oh, I thought that was a bridge up. Dang it. That's the bridge up. My screen says it's up. Try hitting refresh because my screen says it's up. My playback is showing. Like, not only OBS, but I've got a playback right on Twitch and I'm seeing everything, so. It's very nice of that person to pull everything, and now they're going to reset and come after me. Hello! How you doing tonight? Nope. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Alright, where's the way up on this thing? Guess I gotta... Is he in here? No? Oh, if he was, he's gotta respawn. Okay. Alright, we can wait. Wrath of the Lich King is before Cataclysm. So, we still have Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and then once we do everything that we can in that, then we move to Cataclysm. Mm-hmm. It did, but it only erased vanilla. So when Cataclysm was launched, Ian was very dead set against there being flying in Old World, but everybody was demanding it since all the new areas were getting it. And so they finally gave in and said, okay, we're going to give flying to all these different zones, but in the Old World, but what we're going to do is we're going to reinvent the whole area. The problem is that every zone had a different skybox, and when they had the taxi service, it was pre-programmed to make a certain flight, like you see in a certain type of movie each time, for whatever your destination was. Now they had to work on a quantum where... Oh, I gotta use that. That's what I needed to do.
Welcome, adventurer. I need a target.
Hey, Daybringer. Thank you for the follow. Holy cow. He's big. Time of the Titans. Let's see. Why do you come to kill me? I only wish to help. Now that I've been reassembled, we can return to a time of perfection, the time of the Titans. But I can see in your eyes, hear in your pulse rate, you would destroy me despite my offer of immortality. Very well. It saddens me that it has come to this. I will look upon all of you as if you were my children. I will slay you if I must. That didn't tell me anything about how they did this. So... it was basically to get revenge on the player base that you couldn't go in as a higher level and do your old quests that you had in vanilla anymore. They completely changed the story. It was supposed to be more of a correction to how they mismanaged the original programming, and also to get back at players for taking away all the old content that they were going to do and get to by flying to it instead of running around like an idiot. Like you saw me doing before. I don't know if you did see it, but that's what I was doing. Yeah, there is no rhyme nor reason for them to not have flight in these starting zones for the Blood Elves or the Draenei, but it may change. They were supposed to advance the story in those areas. I don't know if they did it or not. I haven't taken a look, but from what I've seen, they have not. So, since the Lysera married Lorthamar, they were she was going to lend her Nightfallen to help in the reconstruction of Silvermoon. Because, that's been a destroyed trench for years now. So I thought they were supposed to put something in there, but of course not. Of course they haven't done it. They keep making excuses on that, and I don't even believe them anymore when they say they're going to do something. It's sort of like the player housing. They got all annoyed about that. Well, okay, so a small indie company could probably figure out how to do this kind of thing where they can program all this stuff in. But the more the problem is that the powers that be, like Ian, they think they're rock stars and can do no wrong. So they kind of just drop everything. Now remember, there was one BlizzCon where people were demanding that they wanted classic vanilla back, and he basically said, you think you know what you want, but you don't. We do. And then he goes back. Once everybody got mad about that, he basically said, it's like, yeah, you do want to go back to like the bad quality of living that we had back then. And it's like, no, but we want the story back. You don't understand. We want that particular world back. What they could have done was set it that when you get done with Wrath of the Lich King and you're fully done with everything, it could have been a gatekeep where it's like, you want to start Cataclysm, you can't go back to Old World Azeroth if you take this course. Yes or no? Hit yes, the game moves forward. And that's the biggest problem in Warcraft, I feel, is that if you're one of them filthy casuals like I became, because I can't do it as much as I want to anymore. I got stuff to do. This is most of the time when I get to actually play. The world moves on without you. So you miss stuff as it happens. And I think that's a crying shame because they put all that work into it, and if you're not there like almost every single day, you miss out on stuff. I have been enjoying War Within. It's a very good story. Very compelling. I hope that when I do like the side stories, I'm going to find out a little bit more about things that are going on. Right now, I'm doing some of the side stories for Dornagal, and it's pretty much playing out the same as a lot of the other stories in there, where they're doing a lot of the self-sacrifice kind of thing. I know spoilers, but self-sacrifice is the name of the game in Dornagal. So because at that time their continuation of their lives was not guaranteed, so it's kind of sad. Um, but it's good. I will say that. It brought in more of the quality of life that they put in with the dragonflight, which kind of makes crafting a little messy, but I'll manage. Um, I can't really complain about it, honestly. I really can't complain. I think it's pretty good. Um, I'm hoping I will actually have some time coming up that I can play and record more of it so I can make my videos for the playthroughs and storylines. So
Interesting.
we'll see.
Off and away.
Jinky told me to expect you. Is it done?
Be seeing you.
The old gnome breathes a heavy sigh of relief and says, "It is done then. You have saved us. If you hadn't stopped him here, then who knows how far his madness would have spread. With the threat from the Blue Dragons and the Nexus War, not to mention the Lich King, the last thing we need is a mad creation of the Titans running loose." Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, I tend to think there's going to be a lot of that. When I think I can say this now. I was given a survey about the hero talents, and um, since they knew I mained a mage, they told me about how that was going to work. And the more I read it, it sounded more like Spellslinger was going to be like taking on some of the extra perks of Frost, only with Arcane. And I said, this sounds like you just kind of changed the graphics and stapled it on from Frost to Arcane. That seems a little lazy. Well, we could have had this for the longest time. Oh, things never proc the way they should. Oh my god, I can't even tell you. Okay, so as a mage, I have a proc where um this spell, Arcane Missiles, I know I'm covering it. When Arcane Missiles pops up, um I can fire that and it will be a rapid shot for it also. When that pops up, usually the mob is dead. So honestly, that's a tried and true tradition of Blizz. To basically have everything that
Right.
doesn't proc when it should. Because like I say, I've got Spell Slinger going on because that's attuned to Arcane. I get those little shards of arcane power that come up. They don't come up and they don't fire until my what I was fighting is dead. Yeah, I a lot reason why Arathi aren't killing on sight, because you're a Death Knight. Great question. I don't know. I honestly don't know yet. I think that's an oversight. Case in point, when you're playing Warlords of Draenor, you play any Horde race, and you're talking to Thrall. And he's like, oh, these are my parents. And, it's going to be kind of hard to explain me being green here because they're still brown orcs. So, you go and talk to them instead of, instead of me. You go talk to them. So there's my blood elf. And my partner with me is a Forsaken. And we just imagine our characters kind of looking at each other like, yeah, we're not afraid. They've never seen an elf before. And an undead human. Yeah, this is going to go over real well. I think they're just going to be like, look at a green orc and go, geez, are you sick? Do you need some soup or something? You need a healer? Whereas, a blood elf is going to come up to them and like, what the hell is that? It doesn't make any sense. It's it has to be an oversight in the storyline because just like okay, I was wondering what that sound was. Just like with that particular bit in the story for Draenor, that just doesn't make any sense. So it's an oversight, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, it's the light of Beledar that makes them so cool about everything. Please. Please, no. I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's a plot hole. Thank you. It's easy when I'm animated. Oh, but yeah, they always overlook something in the storyline that doesn't make any sense. I just have to wonder what's going on. But that's about par for the course for Blizz. Tuskarr. Hello.
Yes, Shalaska?
Aw. Baby. Cursed giant men. If they want to fight, a fight they'll get.
Stay warm.
I remember the man you speak of. He bore the marks of Karkut. May Karkut protect our fallen.
May your nets always be full.
The men you seek went far to the east, to a place near the coast called Death's Stand, beyond Unupe. Be careful if you go in search of him. He bore the mark of Karkut, he who watches over the dead.
Travel the
That's
west
interesting.
together. Visit again when you can.
Kaskala is a sacred place for us human. Our ancestors were guided here by the spirit of Tayutka herself. Now these foul creatures attack us from the mist without any provocation. We will show them that our spears are not merely for wailing. Fight alongside us. Friend, perhaps my people might repay you sometime in the future.
Good hunting.
I love these
Your
guys.
company is welcome. Stay warm.
Dark times are upon us. Karkut's spirit walks the earth and gathers the spirits of dead Tuskarr. The sons of the mist have taken many of our brethren. Soon dear Kaskala will be reduced to ashes. There is hope yet. Not for us, perhaps, but we've sent our families to Unupe. We fight them here, so there may be a future for them. They will need supplies or they will starve. There's not enough food in Urupe. Salvage any supplies before it's too late for our families.
Good hunting.
This is where you gotta start getting the dailies so that you get rep with them. Get rep with them, you get to buy stuff. So what I want them to explain also it does have a good story. Sometimes the gameplay is bad, and sometimes they leave so many plot holes in it that it makes it not quite a good story. And here goes the possible lost unlock on Shadowlands as an example. Shadowlands could have been really good, but it was okay. A little better than Draenor.
I need a target.
So what do you play? Well, see, that's a reason why not to be able to follow the story. Just, quickly do things and get out. That's totally understandable. I only have a slight bit of dyslexia. I can still read, but sometimes I trip over words, especially if I say them. You'll hear that every time I'm like actually trying to read out loud. It only happens like then. I don't think I really have a problem when I'm reading in my head. I got that from my dad. Come here, boys.
I can't cast that yet.
You're not a dummy. That is never a reason to call yourself a dummy. There is like absolutely no reason to call yourself a dummy. We all have quirks. I call them quirks. It's a thing that happens and you have to deal with. And if other people are being jerks about it or are making fun of you about it, well, you don't need them in your life. Honestly. Oh, I had a kid in school like that.
I need to get closer.
I'm pretty sure he had dyslexia, and at the later classes, I would help him read. Because I was the one who finished, the only one in my grammar school who finished the reading program. And I had to do it on my own because they went slower with the rest of the class. I'm an overachiever burnout because my parents drove me hard when it came to my schooling. So I just need one more. As you Diablo Fortnite. Nice. That's a pretty impressive repertoire, I must say. I mostly, if I'm playing games, I'm mostly playing like puzzle games. I love Tetris.
Who is this that speaks? May your nets always be full.
These plays will feed our cousins and children. Even if Cascala falls, our tribes must carry on. Exactly.
Visit again when you
Um, the only... Okay, so
My attention.
I was bad at the original Sims games, but I loved Sim Tower. One of the, strategy games that I played was Pharaoh, and I did that for a little bit on Twitch, and I couldn't believe there's actually a category for it. I may go back to it because it's a pretty. If I want to do like a relaxed stream, that's a good one for it because it's a lot of
Borean Tundra.
wait and get the next part done kind of game. Intellect. I mean, that would help with that, but I think I want the...
Stay warm.
Listen, warriors like me are replaceable. If I fall, my brothers and cousins will pick up my spear and fight. My people cannot survive without wise elders. Stubborn Wahit, our most venerable shaman, refuses to leave the altar at Tayutka in the central island. We would suffer a significant loss if he was slain by these monsters. You are an outsider. Maybe he'll listen to you. Show him reason. Ask him to flee the safety of Anupe before it's too late.
Visit again when you can.
Look at all this junk I've got. Man. Oh god, I just, oh my god. I just got myself completely enamored with Tetris 99. And just playing with some random people that I don't know who they are and play Tetris. Oh my god, I love it. This is where I say that this particular expansion likes to make you swim the most in the most freezing waters. It's ridiculous. God, I can just see everything here. Hang on. There, now I can read everything. I had to change my one screen a bit. I was trying to read some of the script on this the screen is not turning out well. I've also got some old turn-based strategy games I'm probably going to be playing on here. I have the old SSI Dragonlance games, and I'm I was thinking of doing some streams of that as a palate cleanser. They were pretty good. Yeah. I got some light magic. Though I don't know if I can actually finish the one because it's the last time I played it, there seemed to be a glitch where I couldn't really finish it. And I tried everything and I couldn't figure it out. Maybe I can figure it out later. I think somebody actually posted that they couldn't get the... You had to get a bunch of orbs and there were like 11 of them. And the 11th one, you couldn't actually get to it no matter what you tried. And I think somebody said, yeah, it is glitched. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll play that sometime. But, I was on 11. That was Jaleth. I was on Final Fantasy 11. I actually brought back my account. I gotta get a mod for it so that it doesn't look so clunky so I can see if I can actually play it anymore. They said they revamped it a bit. So I might check it out. I am on 14, but I am very slow on it because it plays a lot differently than WoW does, so I'm a little messy at it, and also I gotta relearn how to do a mage on that because I always play a black mage in Final Fantasy. But I don't know how to do the super powered attacks yet, so I gotta find somebody to teach me how to do that. Just like in WoW, I was taught how to do arcane mage by an arcane mage, like a dedicated raiding arcane mage. So I had a better idea of how to do this. But yeah, if you want to learn the lore about Warcraft, you know, this is the place to be because I'm not playing this just to be like, hurry up, let's go do mythics, let's go be Uber. I do this because I want to talk about the story and what happens in it and the history and how it actually connects together in each expansion. So that's what I'm here for. So if you like, stick around and you can watch me get stun locked on things that make me get angry. Alright. Kvaldir without mercy, but I cannot abandon sacred Tuskarr. If we don't abandon the spirits will not abandon us either. Itaka sent you, didn't he? I am not to be swayed. All is not lost. The spirits are still with us. Powerful spirits watch over my tribe. Kaskalan will not be lost. Isilruk will give us courage. Tayutka will make sure our survivors always have food and shelter. Karkut will watch over the fallen so they do not lose their way. Isilruk's guidance is the one we need the most right now. I asked my nephew, Igurk, to bring me Isilruk's totem, but the Kvaldir spears struck him down, and his body fell into the waters into the north. Bring me the totem. Don't let my nephew's death be in vain. God damn. Alright, where is he? Okay, that way. And I do love good tacos. There he is. This young Tuskarr appears to have been slain in combat rather than drowned. Tacos, loaded nacho chips. Like anything Tex-Mex, I love. Can't help you there. My math skills are crap. Can you feel Isilruk's presence? He does not want his children to perish at the hands of the Mistwalkers. The spirits have listened. Can you feel it? Oh, I feel snow falling. Interesting. Ah, the blizzard will slow down the Kvaldir's ships. The spirits have heard our cry for help. It is a sign that Kaskala might yet be saved. Take advantage of the confusion the weather has created and slay the Kvaldir leaders. Your action will sway the battle in our favor, I am sure of it. Alright. Yeah, I do like snow cones too. I mean, there's a lot of things I eat. Tiger the Horrible. Oh my god. Nice. Their leader is Haggard the Horrible. Got him. You've done us great favor, human. The fight is not yet won, but my people now stand a chance. That's good. That's good. Do that.
I will hear you.
Word just arrived from Moati Harbor. Something very bad happened over there this morning. It's been very helpful to us here. But you considered using the boat from Anupe to travel to the Great Dragon Blight. By the sound of things, Elder Konani could certainly use your assistance.
Travel the wastes with care.
And we're not doing that yet. We're not done with Borean Tundra. So. Like I said, this one is going to be kind of quick. What's that list? Because I forgot I didn't do the few more things quest. Okay, this is a list of all the stuff I'm going to need for our new super secret super weapon. For now, let's just call it Crafty's Ultra Advanced Prototypical Shortening Blaster. Trust me, it's going to be far more revolutionary than the old hokey World Enlarger. Anyway, don't think about it too hard right now. Just get me the stuff and we'll be golden. Okay, we got the tools. Don't worry about that. Overcharged capacitor. Any engineering hack worth their salt should be able to whip one of these up for you if you can't create it yourself. Hell, I'll make one for you, but I'm missing my tools at the moment, remember? So do whatever it takes, but get me one. The project's going nowhere without it. If you have to, head back to the southern continents and scour the auction house. Oh, good. And the Rocknar grid. Okay, so that was on the map. So, okay. Got it. Okay. Overcharged capacitor I have to get on the AH. And then the Rocknar grid. Yay. It's cute. We've got 3 cats here. Yeah. I've been having problems trying to keep viewership up only because, you know, it's a thing. Hopefully things will turn around. But I was mentioning I'll be on next weekend, but the weekend after that I'm going to be away, so I won't be online. Oh yeah, it's definitely one of those things, like when you, even if you're doing like YouTube, if you don't have the people to see what you're doing, you kind of get lost in the shuffle.
Can I help you?
It's one of those things, but appreciate the help. Lasarian. Yeah, he was here. What of it? We have more pressing problems right now, my friend.
Have a good one.
Our situation is nearly hopeless. We were ordered to take the Wailing Ziggurat with a handful of men. We'll be lucky if we can hold this position against the Scourge. We're outnumbered, injured, and have no escape route. If you can take some of the pressure off us, we might be able to solidify our position. Kill some of the undead circling the structure. We'll hold off their advance. Oh, easy.
For the Alliance. You need something?
We were lucky we made it this far. We were ambushed by Scourge as soon as we landed. One of our men turned out to be a spy for a cult of the damned. The Sarian appeared to have more evidence of cultist infiltration. Apparently it goes all the way up to the top. I've sent one of my best couriers out to our outpost in western Dragonblight, but he has not yet returned. I fear he may have fallen to the Scourge. Will you go to Dragonblight and search for him? Courier Lanson is his name. Probably do that later.
See you around.
But, you know, we can at least do this stuff. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a thing. It's definitely harder to get, like, a dedicated group of people who will just join in and every single time that you're on. Where's Ragnar? Frozen and destroyed. This is all your fleshy corpse is good for. As I blow him up. The bun. Must defend the bunny. The bun. You're just for good measure.
What can I do for you?
That should buy us some time. We'll hope against hope for reinforcements from Valiant's Keep. Okay, I'll take those.
Be careful.
Well, you helped us out, so I figure it's only fair we help you out as well. Looking for Tuskarr. He disappeared this morning. We think he went off north to the Wailing Ziggurat. If we hadn't fought side by side by him, we'd even think he was a traitor. See, he's a Death Knight. And I know they're on our side and all, but it wasn't too long ago they were servants of Arthas. But not Tuskarr. He's a good guy. Go to the Wailing Ziggurat, see if he's doing okay. Oh, I love this one story.
See you later.
But they finally tell you what's going on with this guy. Excuse me. Where's the damn door?
I'm out of range.
There it is. Hi. I seem to be doing things.
You need something.
I love it turns you out while it's still casting and still going off on the side. Alright, all I ever wished for was to serve my king once again. For humanity against a common enemy. Instead, I find that our numbers have been infiltrated by cultist scum. And all signs point to Naxanar as the origin of this rot.
We are done here.
Larissa is looking for me? You must help me. We must finish this before she gets hurt.
We will ravage this land.
Sure he's a good guy? Master, you want I kill puny priest? Make painful, yes? That's... Please, all our orders come from Naxanar. Me and my men are kept in the dark. Cult of the Damned are such wimps.
Tomorrow is another day.
No time for small talk. I was sent on what was to be a suicide mission to take the ziggurat. I accomplished my duty as a soldier. Now is the time to get some answers. This Lich has knowledge I seek, yet I cannot inflict pain to his physical body to obtain that knowledge. The Lich stores his soul in a phylactery, and while it remains hidden, I will be able to pry the information from him. Return to the camp and take my horse. Dusk. Return to camp and take my horse Dusk. She will lead you to the phylactery. Bring it to me.
Another time.
Okay, that's the way out. Can't figure out the way out. So smart. Anyway. Let's see. Where's your horse? Here. Oh, I gotta go back to the camp? This horse is back there. Okay. That's a lot of needless riding. I could just go over there, but no, I need his horse to dig it up. Alright. Whoop! There we go. I figure if I do, like... I may get more people wanting to come around for longer periods of time if I have, like, some other things that I could be doing. Instead of just Warcraft. And then kind of... See, there we go, into frozen water. Go swim in the frozen water and get the thing. This is terrible. They want you to have hypothermia. Excuse me for one moment. My throat decides to have some allergy tickles. Well, Warcraft is kind of a niche, and a lot of people kind of like to just have that played in background as noise most of the time. Because they're watching people just kind of go through dungeon raids like as a, you know, like powerhouses. Or like I've seen some other people that would be streaming Warcraft, and they're not talking to a lot. Oh, cool. Um, um, they're not even talking to people online. They're talking to their guild. And just streaming what like their guild is doing. So excuse me. I don't know if that's what the common Warcraft watcher is there for. Um Also, I got a Ricola to try to get my throat to stop tickling. Um Also, I've also noticed that it's like if it's a bigger name on YouTube and then they go, oh yeah, I'm going to be going live so you can talk to me directly, and then they'll do that. I'm not big on YouTube. I haven't made my presence there very well. Not yet. So it seems like there's a type of niche for that. And since I'm doing the VTuber type thing, it seems that people like to talk to those directly. And just talk about whatever. So if I decide to do like, you know, easy comfort streams, then maybe, you know, people will be coming in more dedicated in a way. In the way that, you know, that they'll come by because there's somebody to be talking with. You know what I mean? See, I try to do random conversations while I'm doing this too. Because I try to promote questions about the lore of the game, how it's played, how it is run, how does this tie into that kind of thing. To talk about any kind of nerdy thing, I'll jump in on it. I mean, yesterday we were talking about potato chips. I mean, we spent a good half an hour talking about what are good potato chips. No, I don't want to do political stuff. I want to have more of an escapism kind of thing. Because the real world is hard enough, and there's enough political commentators on Twitch as is, and I don't want to do it. I'm not a debater on that kind of a thing. So oh yeah, it was the best potato chips, man. And like okay, the whole conversation kicked off about some of the flavored Pringles that someone got. And it turned out that some of them were over seasoned and some of them were seriously underseasoned. And how that's just kind of a ripoff. So, so I was like, yeah, there was like this one brand of chips that I used to get back in my old hometown. They're called Bachman, and they were notorious for bad production, where one bag of like no, not sour cream. The one bag of salt and vinegar will be so loaded with salt and vinegar that is just almost unedible. Like if you eat some of those, even if you're drinking, you're still gonna feel like you're super dehydrated. And then other times you get a bag and it has so little seasoning to it that it's like, this is just a potato chip with a touch of salt on it. If that. You know? So we got in this whole discussion about different flavors of chips and stuff. And I once thought that I used to get sick on MSG. I don't really. It's sometimes, I think it's something about in the production they might use like an older oil or something like that when they fry up the chips, that it makes my stomach hurt. Or maybe it could be like Doritos. Doritos for a while made my stomach turn. For a while, it really hurt my stomach. I thought it was the MSG then, but I think it was just however they were processing the. Oh, for freak's sake. Bye. Anyway. I can't have that on my stream. I'm trying to make it here. Don't try to get me locked out. Dang it. I don't know. I think it was something about the corn chip itself that made my stomach feel awful. So I don't think it was the MSG. But I just recently I got Utz rippled sour cream and onion, and holy cow, it is the way to go. I love rippled chips. I feel like they hold the most seasoning. Man, if you had some of these salt and vinegar chips that I had, holy cow, that used to dry me out like crazy. But they were my comfort food for that time of month, I'll tell you. Nothing like bloating up even worse, I'll tell you.
Get on with it.
It's a thing.
Leave me be.
Wouldn't be turning in a quest if I didn't have the phylactery.
Suffer well.
Depeche Mode reference! God, I love this X pack. So much Depeche Mode. Just in time. Pinning down a Lich is not as easy as it looks.
We will ravage this land.
Hey. If anything, I'm entertaining. At least I try to be. Oh my god, there was like one spot in Classic that I keep dying at. So every time I can't running back and I found my bones, I'm like, I died. Lol, I died. God. I make a lot of jokes about the game and stuff and references, and especially when I find some. Let me see if I got one here. There was one of these. It looked like that. And it said grinded gear. And then as a subnote, it said nobody cares. And I was like, oh my god, it's a Family Guy reference. Oh, it grinds my gears. Oh my god, Meg, nobody cares.
Leave me be.
I love it. I love those things. I love the little nerdy things, little shout outs and that. But this one has so many Depeche Mode songs referenced in it. It's crazy. I guess they decided that the Death Knights were like goths of a sort. So
What?
they should be quoting some gothy stuff. I mean, one of them is Susie the Banshee. Like the band, Susie and the Banshees. So, I mean, that's one of the Death Knights when you start one, so. So Death Knights are the token goths of Azeroth. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Alright. Now that we have this phylactery, I shouldn't have any problems getting the information I need. It won't take long for the Scourge in the Temple City to notice something's up, however. I won't be able to fend off a full-scale attack here. Or maybe I would. But I'd rather not find out. I want you to head down there and inflict some casualties. Hopefully they'll be distracted long enough for these two to spill their guts. Figuratively, of course. Take Blurred with you. He might be a bait.
Another time.
So how do I... Oh, I see. I gotta... I don't think I need to use that guy. Honestly. Not exactly OP, but, you know. I could actually survive this. Oh, that place. Okay. I gotcha. I know where I'm going. I think. I'm going here! Remember when I first did this? This was awful. I died so much. So when I first started playing this one, this was the newest X pack, and I jumped in. I didn't have any raid gear or anything. I didn't get to play any in Burning Crusade. And they had, excuse me one moment. The refresh and spawn rate of the monsters in these areas were super fast because they had so many people. Even though they had 2 zones to start in, you could start here in the Borean Tundra, or you can start out in it's not Grizzly Hills, it's Howling Fjord. You can start here. There were 2 places where you could start. I got it. damn, they're in full force today. It must be because it's Saturday night. So there were 2 zones you could start in to try to stem the huge wave of players that were coming through, because that was a big problem during Burning Crusade. It still didn't help. There was loads of people everywhere. And they turned up the refresh rate on the monsters to a crazy level that, like, somebody killed one, it would immediately pop up again. So I was getting killed left and right. Because I killed something and I've got like a little bit of health left, and here comes the new one. I don't want to restrict it to just followers only. Only because I want people to like interact freely without having to sign up right away. I kind of like to be able to interact with people, and you know, if we got these bots in that keep constantly spamming me for things that goes against TOS, I just click on them and kick them out. At least I don't have a whole load of them trying to steal my content anymore. See how fast these guys are popping up? This is what I'm talking about the refresh rate. I just killed those guys. Their dead bodies haven't even despawned yet. There are like 3 of them here. This is what I mean by the quick refresh rate. They still have it going on.
It's too far away.
That's why it's a good thing we're kind of OP for this, because it's way more survivable. I get the bots because what ends up happening... See? There! I just killed him. There he is. He's back again. Look at that. Yeah, we got it done quicker. But it's so weird. Now, if I was lower level, this will hurt. Boom! Hopefully they'll let me eat my stinky cheese first. But, oh my god, I was just dying all over the place. I was getting so frustrated. Originally. Oh my god, it was just frustrating. Ow. I think I'm only getting so many bots coming in about how to get viewership and all that, only because I haven't made it yet. I've been doing those for about...
I'm out of range.
Oh, done. I've been doing this for about 3 years, I think. A friend of mine talked me into doing this because he decided to do that to help boost his musical projects. So I'm like, alright, well, alright, okay, alright, I'll do it. So I bought stuff and I started doing it, and I was originally doing like 1 day a week. Then I would do like maybe 2 days a week. And nowadays I have a set schedule with my day job. I've set it to 4 days. Yeah, after I've done all my adulting, then I can go and be online to play games. Um, like that Thursday into Friday I work at home for my day job, so I can stay up later that day. I try not to go too late like I would do on a weekend, but I can stay up a bit later, so it's not a big deal because I like to have enough sleep before I drive in the morning because I have to get up early. Um, but a lot of my other friends, not so much the one that encouraged me to go ahead and do this, but all my other friends always says, you know, do it because you just like to do it. Don't worry about getting people to actually watch. And it's like, well, what's the point then, really? Because I can play games on my own without having, you know, extra eyes on me, kind of thing. But I thought, you know, I make some funny comments, I think. Or at least people in my home actually laugh every time they hear me making fun of the game, right? Oh god. Yeah, of course. There's always that too. But they say that about my cosplay also. It's like just do it because you like it. It's like I don't like it because of the harassment I get from it. If the harassment was a little less, I'd probably feel a little better about it. But, you know, I don't feel comfortable in the costumes. I can't wear them for long periods of time. It's getting to the point where for cosplay, I'm going to be like making a costume, set up a photographer, put the stuff on, do an hour or two of photo shoots, and then that's it. And then hopefully when I post them online, people are going to start calling me a guy in a dress, or a crossdresser, or too fat to play this, or any of that stuff. Quite annoying.
Make it quick. We are done here.
It should buy us some time. Isidorus has been cooperative, but I really needed that alone time with the Lich. Woohoo! My god. Oh, the trinket. Wow. But I lose haste. What the? I don't want to. I don't want to lose haste. How is my haste anyway? Bad. Very bad. I need it to be at least 11%. That's bad. Oh well. I'm gonna take it anyway. It does have a bit of extra punch. The Lich has spoken. The High Priest of Enkala hold the secret to entering Naxanar. Go to the Spire Blood, the Spire Pain, and the Spire Decay and slay each the priests. Return once you have attained the 3 scrolls. Okay.
We will ravage this land.
See, I'm in the process. I've been in the process of writing um, stories about my characters in the game and my friends' characters in the game. About how they interacted through all of this, right? And I know right away they're going to start shipping my main with one character who is not the one she's going to hook up with. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be saying that I'm using, like, old tropes, but honestly, for a planet that's been at war for, like, almost every year since the Orc invasion, it makes sense. If somebody isn't a orphan from some sort of war, okay, that's the point where I beam up, but I'm not...
That spell isn't ready yet.
Beam me up, spider. Alright, how do I do this? Tower. I probably gotta blow up somebody in there. Try to remember these quests is fun. But yeah, she's gonna get... Eventually she gets teamed up with the blood elf, who's my horde mate. He has absolutely no interest in her, and she definitely has no interest in him. And I am very sure as soon as they meet up, everybody's going to be shipping them together. Guaranteed. Oops. Forgot to do that. She'll be dating an elf, but not that particular one.
That's still recharging. I need a target.
He fell on his head for a moment. That's hilarious. Bonk. Watching that in the replay. Oh my god, that's funny. Beep, bonk. It's just gonna be slow writing because I have my day job. And then I have a couple of other jobs. Ooh, a Sand Land. What's also holding me back is that it's just a, it's such a, it's basically kind of a political intrigue type of story when you do the Defias story, because you find out exactly how bad things have gotten.
I'll need a target.
But it's sort of like trying to fill that in because this is where your character is brand new and hasn't really dealt with the world yet. Oh god, I remember this one.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I don't have a target. I need a target. That's still recharging. I need to get closer.
You good? You up yet? No. Come on, show up.
It's too far away.
This is also the big problem of all these respawns being so fast.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Oh, shit.
I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready yet.
Come on.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Not enough people doing this. On, up.
It's too far away. I don't have a target. I need a target.
It's not spawning.
That's still recharging. I don't have a target.
Come on. Wait. Maybe they changed this. Hang on a second. Maybe he's up. Because originally you had to, like, make sure all those were broken before he appeared. Oh, okay. They did change it. I wasted all that time for nothing. It's fine. Was remembering an old mechanic and I forgot they scrapped it. Okay. Onward. Because you originally had to destroy all of those blood orbs before he would show up.
I can't cast that yet. Oh, hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate chatting with you. I hope you have a good night, and we'll see you again another time. Ugh, horrible things. Man, I gotta empty my pockets again. Alright. All done in here. That spell isn't ready yet.
Bag of bird with the story. Alright, let's just run for it. Yeah, we might make 80 today.
Taking my time, dude. How long it takes to punch through undead?
We are done here.
I ain't Uber like you, dude. Excellent work. Now for one last bit of information.
Another time.
I served Arthas in death because I had no choice. He had control over my will and my body. The cult of the damned served Arthas in life willingly. Now that we know the words of power to enter Axanar, we can put an end to the cultist blight. Go to Enkila and look for the teleportation orb beneath the floating citadel. Work your way up and meet me at the top. Arm yourself with what courage you can. We might not make it out of this alive. Okay, so that's encouraging. You're already dead. You know. So
Suffer well.
I mean, dude. I gotta figure where that is. I mean, where I'm supposed to meet him anyway. We'll figure it out. Oh, it is really over here? Or is it in the inside? Okay. It's inside. Alright. I got it. I think. Ancient orb. But I am not seeing you. Be something else I need to do. Because that's not helping. Or is it outside? We gotta go up in there, I believe. So it would make sense to actually do it inside there. A teleportation orb. Trying to find these things. Not that. Of course. This whole thing him.
Where is that?
Krusty is not being very helpful right now. Don't tell me I was supposed to talk to him back in the other thing before I got over here. That would figure. Alright, let me go back there. Let me see. I may have goofed. Very likely I did. Don't you just love it when you have like Featherfall and you use them out? Because it works so weird after that. They just float when they jump. I love it. Let's see if there's is a thing where it's like I talk to him here first. No, he does not.
Tomorrow is another day.
So where the hell are you supposed to be standing? Find the teleportation over. Beat the floating Scourge Citadel Naxanar. There wasn't one. The floating Citadel. Work your way up to the top. To the top of the Citadel. I didn't see an orb around there. I see where it is. But I don't see where this teleportation orb is. Try this again. Oh, stop. I don't. Nope. They're... I don't know what the... Okay, that's right... No, it's not. Wait, how do you... This looks like it should... What teleportation? Are you talking about a teleportation orb in the ziggurat itself? Holy. Okay, we're in. Fine. Whatever, we're in. That didn't work. Cannot stop us all. What a bit! Hi. Oh, this is cool. Okay, this is where the cultist orders are coming from. Their leader is bound to show up soon. Some missed this opportunity.
We are done here.
Here we go. Look! Look! It's a hologram of Arthas! Holy cow! See? Counselor Talbot. Told you he was sus. That was right. Death Knight in disguise, huh?
My liege, the infiltration and control of the Alliance power structure by our cultists is well underway. The power you've bestowed upon me has granted me great mental influence over human minds. I bear these offerings as proof of my progress.
No, not Larissa.
Larissa!
Oh, dude. You blew our cover, man.
What have you done to my sister? You motherless hell scum!
Oh, it was Sen Land.
Now this is a surprise, Thessarian. I hadn't heard from Mograine or the other Death Knights for months. You've come to rejoin the Scourge, I take it.
I would sooner slit my own throat. You would pay for what you did to your own men, Arthas. For what you did to me! I swear it!
Allow me to take care of the intruders, Lord. I will feed their entrails to the maggots.
Do not fail me, Sanlane. Return to Ice Crown with this fool's head, or do not bother to return.
Yes, my lord.
Keep forgetting that's not a shield anymore.
What happened to me?
Thessarian, you're alive!
My head won't stop spinning.
I thought you were dead.
I cannot return home with you just yet, Larissa. I am not quite done with the Scourge.
Don't leave me again. You want to fight for your country, but they don't even want you. They sent you here to die.
She's right.
You might be right, sister. My obligations to my land and king have been fulfilled. But there is something that I still owe to myself.
I know that look in your eye. I'm not going to be able to talk you out of this. If you die on me again...
Do not worry, Larissa. I will come back to you when I'm done. Nothing in the world will stop me from coming home to the only family that I have left.
Yeah, so that's that story. Why did it tell me to go here? I don't think that's the way down. I think that's the other way. I told you it was sus. Bink.
I don't have a target.
Oh yeah, that's a useful thing. Yeah, he's right outside. Okay. Or at least I think he should be. Of course not. What the hell? This is clear. This whole quest chain is as clear as dishwater. Very used dishwater. What is this? Oh, I hate it when they do this. Talk to him in the ziggurat? Up? Where is he?
What?
Why did... It shouldn't have reset.
Ravage this land.
It says I did it. Why is he reset? Whoa, I'm so confused right now. Like, no, we completed it. It says it's complete. What is going on? Alright, let's... I'm gonna try it again. Let's see what happens.
Get on with it.
Just do it. Yeah, we gotta sit through this again, but maybe there's something that glitched. I don't know. 'Cause I don't know why it's not like done. It shouldn't be a repeatable situation, you know? That's running. Make me some room in here.
My liege, the infiltration and control of the Alliance power structure by our cultists is well underway. The power you've bestowed upon me has granted me great mental influence over human minds. I bear these offerings as proof of my progress.
Larissa!
Cool story, bro.
Now this is a surprise, Thessarian. I hadn't heard from Mograine or the other Death Knights for months. You've come to rejoin the Scourge, I take it.
I would sooner slit my own throat. You would pay for what you did to your own men, Arthas. For what you did to me! I swear it!
Allow me to take care of the intruders, Lord. I will feed their entrails to the maggots.
Do not fail me, Sanlane. Return to Icecrown with this fool's head, or do not bother to return.
Yes, my lord.
What happened to me?
Okay.
Thessarian, you're alive!
My head won't stop spinning.
Larissa! You're alright.
It's just doing the cutscene.
I thought you were dead.
I cannot return home with you just yet, Larissa. I am not quite done with this scourge.
Don't leave me again. You want to fight for your country, but they don't even want you. They sent you here to die.
You might be right, sister. My obligations to my land and king have been fulfilled. But there is something that I still owe to myself.
I know that look in your eye. I'm not going to be able to talk you out of this. If you die on me again,
Do not worry, Larissa. I will come back to you when I'm done. Nothing in the world will stop me from coming home to the only family that I have left.
Fade out. Okay, he's not there. Nope, they pop back. But why? Where do I have to go to finish this?
Leave me be.
Crud, I don't know. Up here. We looked over there. Go back down. Says he's outside, but we haven't found him. I'm really confused. I don't know where you're supposed to go to turn it in. It's just a regular necromancer. I might just leave it for now. Because it could be a glitch and questy too. I don't know. Here, where the question mark is. Oh! Not where I meant to go. Okay, so he's back in here. Okay, well, okay. It's just got a mistake, that's all.
What? Another time.
You did well. I was hoping to leave my sister out of all of this. Thanks to you, she is alive and well. My obligations to my king and my army have been fulfilled. It is clear I'm not welcome among my comrades anymore. I will have to find my own way, fighting no wars but my own, and following no orders but my heart's. Perhaps we shall meet again. Until then, take this as a token of my gratitude. Nice.
Suffer well.
Alright, we got another story done. Let's see. Go back to Tailspin there and hand him his spices. Ah, more bugs. I hate the Nerubians. Nasty.
Hi, how are you?
Yep, spice pouches.
Very good.
He holds his nose as he empties the spice pouches and addresses you in a nasal voice. Now that we have what we need, I'll combine it with my emergency rations to create a bait for the wolves.
Off and away.
Whatever you do, don't eat this bait yourself. Just set it down in the vicinity of an oil-soaked wolf. If they're desperate enough to eat the microfilm, they'll come running when they smell the bait. Simply wait for nature to take its course, and then all you need to do is to search the byproduct for the film. Another poop joke. Joy. I offer you my special lupus poopus scoopus for the job, but I left it back at the airstrip. Right, you're gonna have to conduct the search in the old-fashioned way.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Wow, and it's poop jokes. Really? They're so gross. I don't know how many times they make you go searching through crap in order to find something. Dealing with migraines again, or at least near migraines. They mostly have been giving me the symptoms without much of the headache. That's bad enough. Every time I eat, I just feel sick to my stomach. I think I'd lose weight. Nah.
Yeah, more. Oh, jeez. Oh, I one-shotted it. Okay, it wasn't that big of a problem. Okay. Alright. Got that.
Greetings. Very well then.
He holds his nose as he accepts the microfilm from you. He says, yuck. Well, we've compiled the section 8.2 paragraph B of the emergency protocol here and recovered the film. Nothing in the protocol says I'm responsible for cleaning it, though. Of course.
Off and away.
Injured or not, as squadron commander, I'm responsible for locating and returning the insignia of all fallen pilots under my command. In all the years I've flown with Fizz Crank, we've never failed to return the signet of a pilot. Another tickle my throat, dang it. The injuries make it dangerous for me to stray far from the safety of the wreckage, but perhaps you would be willing to help me recover the insignia. In the meantime, I'll make preparations to carry out my final duty as squadron commander.
Very good.
Ah, so that's what all the bodies were over there. Those are the pilots. No?
Good day to you. Very well then.
Thank you once again. With your help, I may yet able to complete this mission, disastrous as it's been. I returned to Fizzcrank to make my report and properly honor the dead.
Alrighty then.
There's one more thing left to do before I can finally return to the airstrip and make my report. Section 8.2, paragraph D of the emergency protocol requires me to scuttle as much of the wreckage as possible in order to prevent our technology from falling into enemy hands. I'll give you my torch if you agree to help me complete this last duty. I don't want to think about what the Horde's goblin allies will do if these machines fall into their hands.
Very well then.
I'm looking the wrong way. That should be it.
Honored, I'm sure.
Once again, you have my thanks. Without you, I would not have been able to recover anything useful from this disaster.
Alrighty then.
Would you be willing to head back to the airstrip and let Fizzcrank know that I'll be along shortly to give my formal report? I've got to deal with the wreckage of my flying machine and then I'll be on my way. I'll be certain that Fizzcrank knows that he has you to thank for my survival in the recovery effort. I only wonder what the old man would have done himself if he had been flying with us. Miss those days.
Very good.
Oh, more gnome story? I saw an exclamation point. Have to check. There is. God damn it.
Salutations! Daylight's burning.
Miss Craig listens to your report looking somewhat relieved. Says I should have gone with them. We might have been able to complete the mission without losing any pilots. Tailspin is right, though. We have you to thank for what you have been able to salvage. Your efforts may just make the difference in the fight against the Nerubians. Mental congealed anger. That doesn't sound good.
You have a great day now.
Oh good, he doesn't have anything more to say. Alright, what do you want? Abner. Abner?
Hi, how are you?
Miss Crank sent out an aerial surveillance team to map the Nerubian sinkholes in the southern part of the Geyser Fields, but they haven't yet returned. I can't afford to wait any longer for their information, so I'm going to need someone to check out the sinkholes on foot. I understand the dangers involved, and I'll compensate you accordingly. Take this map with you and record the vital information about each of the sinkholes you encounter out there. I was just there. Ah, crap. Alright, first of all,
Hey,
repair. Second of all, I got too much stuff. That's fine. What I was gonna put on, wasn't it? Yeah, well, it does me. Put that on. Or maybe not. Maybe that's my old one. Okay.
right.
Better make some room here. Alright. Now they got room again. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the geyser fields then. I was just there. Whatever. One sec. It's too hard. Great. Still haven't gotten to the Blue Dragonflight story yet. I can't believe how long this went. I do like the Death Knight story. Alright.
Need assistance? Off and away.
He accepts the map from you, then examines it closely. Great. This is all the information we need to begin the operation. Which means there's probably something else you want me to do.
Alrighty then.
Of course there is. I plan to build a machine that will collapse the tunnels the Scourge is using to deploy their Nerubians. But with the main drilling rig out of order, we'll have to collect the fuel for the device in some other way. Out in the geyser fields to the southeast, small pools of oil bubble up away from the main rig. If you can collect enough of this oil from the pools, I can make a crude fuel to power the machine. Simply deploy the collector near the rig and it will pump and store the oil in its tank.
You have a great day now.
Yay. I'd hate to bug out, which I'm just about to get to 80, but I'm kind of getting a bit tired.
Must be those. Let's find out. Probably gonna be supposed to do it tonight. Ah.
My, you're a tall one. Off and away.
He sets about draining the fuel tank of the collect. Try again. He says about draining the fuel tank of the collector and says distilling this by hand is going to be messy, but I'll have it taken care of soon. In the meantime, we'll need one more material to complete the machine.
Alrighty then.
I recovered the skeleton of an old bot to create an earthquake large enough to collapse the tunnels. But the machinery is delicate and sensitive to Northrend's biting cold. I've devised a means of insulating it using the thickest hides of the native mammoths. They roam the plains south of the airstrip and adjacent to the geyser fields. Bring back enough of the hides for me to finish the machine, and then we'll be able to unleash it on the Nerubians.
Be seeing you.
Yeah, we'll take care of that next time. We're like right there to hit 80, but that's okay. That's fine. We will pick that up next week. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we got we got some things accomplished. I didn't get to everything that I thought I was going to actually get to, but that's fine. Best laid plans. I didn't realize some areas were still very story laden and quest laden as they were. But you know, we're getting through there. We are 51% done with all the things in Borean Tundra. So we're halfway through. We'll get everything, but you know, we'll get close. So thank you for joining me tonight for this stream. We've done 3 days of Wrath of the Lich King gaming. Tomorrow is Storytime Sunday, where we're continuing on with War of the Scaleborn. We're getting closer to the end. I'm not sure when it's actually ending, but we'll see how far we get. So back to the ad times. If you enjoyed this stream, please consider a follow and hitting that notification button. We're on Thursday through Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. 3 days of Warcraft gaming with Storytime Sunday at the end. As I said, we're going through some Warcraft books, and we're pretty much going through them in Azeroth chronological order. Sometimes Twitch doesn't notify you that I'm on, or there should be a change in schedule. I'm late, I'm sick, whatever it is. We have a Discord. Link down below, ! Discord, where I am the most active on there, and I will notify you when I'm going on, or if anything should arise that causes me to be either delayed or not on. We also have other chat rooms on there, so we can talk about anything you wish. Nerd stuff, ask me questions about Warcraft or anything else. You know, just sit and chat. It's very friendly. And, you know, get to know some of the other people that are here on the stream. We do have a Facebook page. It's not as active as the Discord is. At least I try to be active on the Discord. So that is your best bet for any kind of notifications. We also have a YouTube down below. There is a link, and also ! YouTube. Right now, it's mostly VODs, but I'm going to be working on other videos, which I have mentioned before. Overthinking series, Warcraft playthroughs, lore, retcons, book reviews, you name it. I'm going to do something nerdy with it. The algorithm is a hungry little critter, and the more eyes on me when I'm live helps it feed it. So if you know of anybody who likes to just sit around and chat, or wants to watch some old Warcraft, or wants to know something about what's going on in the game and the lore and stuff like that, I'm your person to watch. No question too big, too small. And watch me get stun locked on my favorite 3 subjects in Warcraft. So that's about it here. I'm about to crash. So everybody, you have a good Sunday. Hope it's either productive or restful, however you spend it. And we will see you for story time. Everybody, good night. Take care.